up, y'all? Oh my God, I haven't spoken in a while. Whoa. Check. Mic check, 1, 2. What up? We got Kieran and Declan Loud. Hi. You guys are so calming. Everyone else is like, what's up? What up, bro? Yo, what up, player? What's poppin'? You guys are like, hi. Hello. Anyway, what's going on? We got, what is it today? Is it Monday? Another Monday in the books. We did our morning workouts this morning for a boot camp. Then I went to some rec center for a camp to go pass out some flyers, which are just cards. And, yeah, every kid walking in looked super scared. And that they had like a ball, but they were like super apprehensive, like, I don't know if I want to play basketball. And I was like, man, where are the excited kids at? Where are the kids that like love this sport, that want to go out there and like give their all for it? There's not that much of it in Colorado. But you can see that as a good thing for you guys, meaning that like if you guys are the ones that try your hardest, you have a definite chance. Whereas in New York or other places like that, like Chicago or LA, you're in trouble because there's so many people like that. So you guys are lucky to be here, but you're also unlucky. What's up, Connor Rush? You're unlucky in that you have to bring the spirit yourself. So which one would you guys rather have? To grow up in a city where everyone's into it and that energy spurs you along to make it super easy. So like, right outside your house, there's like 18 people playing basketball, like in the next driveway over, and they're like, you want to play, kid? Like that. But it's going to be like really, really hard to make your high school team because there's so many good basketball players. And then maybe you don't even get a chance to play because, the playing time is so hard to come by growing up. Or would you rather it be like the state that we're in, where there's no one playing outside and none of your friends do this sport, and then you're like, come on and join me. Who wants to work out? You're by yourself all day. But if you can somehow try hard, now you'll be like the best player in your high school. You'll be like maybe like an all-state. You'll make an all-state team. And then maybe college coaches might even notice you more because you came from a small state. I know that was me. I got to experience both for the most part. I grew up in North Hollywood mainly, and there was a lot of basketball players. And, like if I kept going to school there, because I switched midway through 8th grade, I would have been seen. I mean, I was a top player there, but like I wasn't like special, I don't think. I mean, like I was like the best player on my team, but I wasn't like ultra special. Then when I moved here midway through my 8th grade year, like I think by before the 9th grade season started, everyone in the state knew who I was. It was like that. And some people said it. They were like, well, it kind of worked against me too. Where for like the college coaches and things like that, some people were like, well, he goes to a small school. We're not really sure if he's good. He's not playing against the best. And I was like, that's what they say about me in Colorado. I'm not playing against the best. So, like you guys suck too. That's how I saw it. So it was weird. But, during the summertime and during the AAU times are what settles people apart from one another. That's where people can see it. So whether you're from a small town or too big a town or whatever, once you get on an AAU team is when they can see you. So the AAU team that you play for, that one kind of can't be too packed. That's when the coaches want to see you in the game. And if you're on, like, let's say, too good a team and you're not getting playing time then, that could actually be detrimental for you. But if it's like happening during the season and you're not getting that much playing time for your school, it's not really the biggest deal because they're not going to watch those games. Any coach that's watching you during your high school season is already recruiting you. They already want you on their team. They're only coming there to make you happy and to make you like think that they like you. They aren't there for that because who do they want to see you play against? The best in the country. They don't want to see you at your school. School basketball kind of means nothing, especially in the eyes of the recruiter. Now maybe for like lower levels like D3 or NAI, maybe it matters more. But for D1, they couldn't give a crap if you scored 40 points a game in high school. I mean, like, it might get their attention a little bit, but they'll be like, what do you do on the circuit? Like that. So With that said, AAU basketball or like summer basketball, it's not really AAU anymore. Wherever you play, playing against the best in the country is where it's at, and that's how people can tell if you're good or not. All right. What's up, Noah Masseth? Speaking of giving it your all, what's poppin'? I'd rather be in another state. You'd rather be in a state hyped to play basketball? Be hard to get playing time. Another state would be cool, but then all the good teams would have much better players, and it might be worse. There's definitely some pros and cons. Yes, but you'd be pushed, Connor. You'd be way better. I think that's the end result. Like whatever, I think that's the answer. It's whatever pushes you. Like it's an individual thing. Are you self-motivated or are you not? And you want to just say, I'm super self-motivated, I'm Michael Jordan, but you're probably not. Michael Jordan probably wasn't Michael Jordan. I mean, like, if you can work out by yourself, I don't think it matters what state you're in. So, if you're great and you're in Colorado, who cares? If you're great and you're in Chicago, it doesn't matter. You're going to find a way. But now, if you are less than great and you need other people to push you, maybe it would be better in the other states. Or maybe you could skew it a third way. And you can be like, all right, I need to be pushed. I need my back against the wall. I need basically to push my head underneath the water so I fight for my life. That's here. You guys are screwed over because no one's here to help you. Your back is absolutely against the wall, and you guys need to fight for your lives being in Colorado, so start seeing it like that. I think if you see it like that, that might be the best way out so you guys can do it. And for me, that was school. As a black male American, it's pretty hard because we're not supposed to be anything. We're told we're not supposed to be anything. The odds are supposed to be against us. TV tells us we're not supposed to be anything. And you don't see a lot of black kids trying hard in this area versus this area. You don't see a lot of black doctors and things like that. And you still have to motivate yourself somehow. And yes, you see all the white kids doing the right thing, but yeah, who cares about that, right? You guys see all the freaking people on TV doing the right thing. You're not looking at them, right? You aren't looking at KD's workout routine and going, he's pushing me hard, yeah. No, you're only looking at the kids in your school, right? Or the kids who look just like you, not the 6'9" guy. You look at the kids that are just like you. So I was the same way. And I still push myself to work hard because of that. I didn't want to be a stereotype. That was my biggest thing. I didn't want to be seen as a guy who just listened to rap music, so I listened to all music. I didn't want to wear a do-rag, nothing like that. I did not want to be a stereotype. And if I were a blonde girl, I would have been the smartest blonde girl ever and been nope, not a stereotype. I did not want to be a stereotype besides my basketball career, of course. So don't be a stereotype. Don't be a Colorado kid who's unathletic, who just can't push himself because no one else is around. So that could be your fight. Maybe you guys can push beyond that. Off the bench, but I'd start soon enough. Well, we'll see how hard that you can work, man. So has Noah caught up to Connor yet in terms of when Connor stopped going full speed? All right, so Connor came in April of last year, 2021 or whatever that was, and then he stopped going full speed in February. All right, that's 10 months. 10 months is the record here for people going their hardest. That was a great stretch by Connor Rush. Not as great as some of the other players in our history of our program, but for Colorado, it was the best. And then Noah Masseth started in mid-December. So right now we are in the 6th month. So that means, can Noah Masseth go 4 more months and still be hyped? Can he do it? I posted 20 videos a day. Hey, right now, Noah is the only person in Colorado history, in the world's history, to ever post every single thing that you're supposed to be posted to. And he's done it for the last week and a half, or a week about, I don't know, something like that, where he's posted every single thing. So, I don't know. Let's see if he's doing it today. What did he do today? My goals. Oh, so he's talking about his goals from the Chastain Challenge. All right, 5 perfect weeks for Noah Masseth. Workout offhand dribble. So he's doing the homework scissor reps, He's doing all that he can. He did not watch. He hasn't watched the movie for this month yet. The 6th or 7th grade movie, whichever grade he wants to be in. So, but he is doing every single thing he's asked for. No one's ever done this before, including old Connor Rush. So we will see if he can hold it up for 4 more months. Good luck with that. Fantastic job with everyone keeping up with the 5 perfect weeks as well. Let's see what we have here to talk about today. We got our travel situation. All right, we will be going to. We are not going to Ohio this year. We will be going to Florida, and we are going to Arizona. All right, and this is our first time ever canceling a trip. But I'll tell you this: I've been surprised that we haven't canceled ones before. Like we had 4 for Vegas one time, and we got some kid from Seattle to join us at the last second for the high school. I went one year, like 8 years ago. So we've come close, but we've never had to cancel a trip until this Ohio trip. So it is what it is. We got to start somewhere, and this is where we're going to start. So, but with that said, make sure that you follow up on all the information. Make sure that you're following us on Twitter. Some people have their other parent from out of state meeting up with us, things like that. Just follow us on Twitter. All right, we will get all the information out to everybody. Once we do it, we always put together like a text message string. Once we arrive at the place, we do have our Airbnbs locked up. I don't put them on the website because I don't want people like egging our house or robbing us. I don't even know if I have to do that, but yeah. So I don't put that out there, but I will tweet it out at some point in time beforehand, maybe like a week prior. I'll send out our entire itinerary. Hopefully when we get our schedules, I know for the Bigfoot tournament, they have the full schedules out 2 weeks in advance. So I'll make sure that we're signed up, that they have our money and things like that, so nothing crazy like that happens. But again, there's basketball all over the world, so worst case scenario, we find some other tournament. But no, we are good in those regards. And so get ready to travel, but be prepared. And you guys doing the 5 perfect weeks, that's a great way to prepare. All right, next thing we have our Jam basketball starts this weekend. We have, I believe, just a couple of teams in. We have a JV team, and we have a 4th grade team in. All right, so you guys get ready for that, and anyone above 6th grade can just play for the high school, and we will improve day by day. We're probably gonna have 3 games. That's what they say, 2 or 3 games. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. So see it like a tournament, kind of preparing for the tournament, and it's gonna be every Saturday, 2nd, 9th, and then for those traveling, nothing after that besides the traveling stuff. But those. But for the people local, you will still keep playing. All right. The monthly challenge, we saw the scissor rap dribble by Noah Masseth, but we haven't seen him by anyone else. So we'll see how you guys do at this by the end of the month. It's a fun one. I don't include all arduous work where you guys are only doing push-ups every single month. This is a fun one. This is summertime. All right. Time to do crazy stuff like the scissor rap dribble. All right, so make sure you guys are doing it. Make sure you guys are having fun doing the monthly challenge. I saw a video of Kiernan doing the Jamal Crawford between the legs behind the back. We have a whole bunch of stuff on our challenge page, including all the Euro steps, including the Sham God. If you guys want to do those, it's all on our in our school section. If you scroll down to the challenges, all right. Do those any time of the year, especially if you're bored and you have like a long day. Do all that stuff. It definitely pays off. But make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing first. Austin will be back on the 11th. It was a sprained ankle. All right. If you asked him during the time, it was the worst pain of his life. It's definitely broken, which is why I try to stay calm during those moments. He was looking at me like I was crazy when I was like, dude, you'll be fine. Stay calm. Stay calm. I was like, this is a chance for you to be brave. He was like, let me cry. It was hilarious. I thought it was funny. But yeah, so he's okay. Some people do just have bad ankles and stiff ankles. So any kind of sprain is like serious. For me, luckily I have flexible ankles. So whenever I sprain my ankle, I could just tie my shoes tighter and keep going. So it's a very fortunate biological thing. It's a genetic thing, probably, but it doesn't hurt to stretch a lot beforehand and to prepare for the games by doing kinesthetic exercises like moving around, taking jogs before the game starts. Also would help if you guys were more coordinated, so I really suggest the jump rope and things like that. All right, last thing is our trivia. We have a retraction from yesterday. All right, I asked the question, who was the former teammate that Isaiah Thomas hired? And I was looking for Bill Laimbeer, because when Isaiah Thomas got the job for the New York Liberty and the WNBA, he hired Bill Laimbeer, his former teammate. I assumed he didn't have another job where he was allowed to hire people. I knew he worked for like the Knicks somewhere in there, but I forgot that he worked for the Raptors, and I definitely did not remember that he hired his former teammate, Darrell Walker. Another guess was Benny Johnson. Yes, Benny Johnson. Not Benny Del Negro. Benny Johnson was a hire, but Benny Johnson and Isaiah Thomas were not teammates, as far as I know. But let me just check, just in case. Let me see, Benny Johnson, and let's just check out his coaching. Maybe. Oh no, that Benny Johnson. Who's I thinking of? Who's the short guy named Johnson? He's like the captain. But let me check out his coaching career real quick. Let's see if he was hired by. Let's see. Was he ever a coach? Ever a coach? Benny Johnson. Ever a coach? No, he was not a coach. So the point went to Kiernan Lau. So now Kiernan is at 8 points for the month. Okay, his dad cleared it up. Him and Kiernan came out to my house with a shotgun outside my house, and I didn't open the door, but they said you might want to check the question, the answer for the trivia, and I was like, okay, just put the phone up to the window and like let me just see it. So they put the phone up to the window. Hopefully, luckily we have bulletproof glass, and they showed me, and I apologize. So yes, we are giving them the point. That was because I was trying to make up trivia questions, and it is really hard because I don't know the history of the entire world, and I just look at like the Wikipedia articles. I'm trying to figure stuff out. So yeah. That's the trivia retraction. We got you, though, Kiernan. You got your point. Great job. All right, anything else? 5 perfect weeks. How's that going? Let me know any kind of cool stories in the comment section. If you guys are like busting your butts, is it getting easier? Is it getting harder? Is it getting impossible? Because you have 5 perfect weeks, or the 5th week next week. This is the last. This will be the last push. The last push up, I guess. The last like level up in terms of like adding a whole bunch of stuff to it, so we can see if your body can cope. Hopefully your body has eased into this so that it's not going to just like be completely destroyed. But either way, you get like a week and a half off where, I mean, you'll still have practice and stuff like that, but we won't be playing in those tournaments. So your body will have time to recover and then grow stronger because of it. So I wouldn't look for any gains right now because you're just beating your body up. So probably the week after is when you're going to start seeing like a faster, stronger version of yourself. I noticed, like, for instance, Noah during the morning workouts, he can't jump on top of the box, the same box that like Derek can almost jump on top of, and he wants to improve his jumps. He's been doing all the work, right? But he's not allowing his body to recover. But this is the time that you beat up your body during the summer months, so it's a good thing. Wear yourself out, but then you have to recoup from it as well. So after these 5 perfect weeks, definitely don't keep doing it. Definitely don't. Take at least a week off. Just come to practice, just our hour, just to get the basketball stuff in. But don't go overboard and like running miles and stuff like that. Take about a week off so that you can recover and recoup from all that stuff. All right. Is that everything? It was. So let's move on. What do we have here? Kiernan the Terminator. That he is. Hey, he's bringing it, baby. He's bringing it. Oh, you talking about him being outside my house for the trivia? Yeah, that was probably too much. They probably shouldn't have done that. But you know, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. We're all good, guys. All right, my apologies. All right, moving on. We got our itinerary for the next days, and oh yeah, there was that. Okay, so For our workout on Wednesday, I'm about to switch the time. I can do it as I speak to you guys, actually. All right. So for Wednesday's workout, we are switching the time. The time will be at 6 o'clock. All right. The time is at 6 o'clock for this upcoming Wednesday, and then also for the following Wednesday. So Wednesday the 29th, and then the following Wednesday. Let me see, where's the next Wednesday? I just switched that time. And then for the 6th, we are switching those start times to 6 o'clock for those Wednesdays. It'll be on the website. You can check it out, but just heads up for that because they're trying to have volleyball in there. And they also aren't going to let us stay after. So it'll say 6 to 7:30 because I can't just change the entire event starting and end time. So it'll still say an hour and a half, but we will only have a full hour on the court, and they won't let us in the turf because I guess somehow, some way, they think that we're like going to be too loud and they want to make this volleyball thing perfect. Yeah, we have to get out of this gym. All right, we will. I'm setting up some times and local schools, so we're going to go with the school route. That will save us money. It will be more convenient for you guys on occasion because it'll be closer to your houses. So just heads up, but it will be more sporadic. Hopefully we can get at least the same times, and hopefully maybe even the same gym from day to day. Because I'm going to try to, I'm going to actually schedule when I make the request with the gym people on the exact day, exact moment. It'll be like at midnight when I write them on like August 6th, whenever it is. And we should get the best gym time possible. My parents have a lot of connections because of the league, so we'll take care of that. Volleyball is an inferior sport. It probably is. It really, I mean, like, I want to be unbiased, but it probably is. But I'm getting so much better at jump rope. Good. You are sore. I can see it, but keep going, man. All right, coming up here on Tuesday, we got the spin move series, 2-on-2 triangle, force post middle, poly pyramid, 0 to 3 seconds up by 3, then 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. Those are all the things that we're doing for tomorrow's practice. Yes, make sure that you understand all the spin move stuff because you want to be able to score against bad players and good players alike. So scoring against bad players is pretty simple. You just go right around them, but a good player is gonna be able to change your direction, right? And you need to be able to spin out of that and score with the opposite hand. So you, on defense, you need to be able to change their direction as well so you can at least be a good defender. So when people drive, focus on changing their direction. That should be like the end goal right there. And then you want to challenge their layup. Yesterday, we also did our ball head readjust layups, which are super hard. And we had Teo, Kiernan, Rohit, and Connor all doing them, and none of them were good at it. Connor was the best, but not really making them. All right, so that should teach you guys something. One, you want to be good at that. You want to get better at that. And then two, stop fouling people. All you have to do is change their direction and make them pump fake, and you know how hard that is. So if they make it, they make it. All right. So you put in the work and just understand that they probably aren't working as hard as you. So hopefully they aren't working as hard as you. So if you can't make it, they can't make it. And know that like even Kobe Bryant struggled at that against the San Antonio Spurs who refused to foul him. So stop swinging down, trying to block shots. Just make them make that tough shot. All right? It's not smart to swing down. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Later on this week, we'll be working on drives and rotations, 180 tangent for shots, down screen away stuff, 3 for layup, 10 plus seconds tie game, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. And then last week's stuff was one-on-one cutthroat, which went decently enough. End of the play scenario, for at the end of the play, we got to go over 180 to tangent. That's a handoff to tangent. All right? This is a surefire play that we should all know. This is our end of play stuff that we're going to work on. Or like whenever we're like at the end of the quarter, end of the half, end of the game, we can know this play. We don't have to call it out. We can just do it. Outlet passes to the sideline. Make sure that when you're outlet letting the ball that you can see up and down the court. And then miss free throws on purpose, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. So that's all the stuff that we worked on, that we will work on, that we did work on. All right, moving on. We got let's go with our picture of the day. All right, our picture of the day. What do you guys think about this? College coaches on NBA draft surprises, best values. They said don't play and go seventh. Like they're trying to rig the draft. What do you guys think about that? And like Chet Holmgren, he left the Orlando workout early so that they wouldn't draft him. But this shenanigans has been going on for a long time. Kobe Bryant skipped a whole bunch of workouts and only worked out with the LA teams because he wanted to go to the Clippers or to the Lakers. I mean, that's just like crazy, right? These people just don't want to get drafted first or second because these teams are bad. But the bad teams are the ones that need the teams, right? No one wants to make it fair. That's kind of like a cop-out, I think. But, you know, even my favorite player of all time, Magic Johnson, he rigged it because you want to make fun of people like KD for doing his super team thing, for like LeBron for going to Miami, right? You want to make fun of like AD for switching to whatever, and Kawhi for like, you know, teaming up. But no, Magic Johnson, he teamed up in a backwards way. Basically what he did after they paid for the, I don't know, like for James Worthy in 1982, he told management that he only wants to play for $1 million a year and to get him superstars around him. Now that's a very like altruistic thing to do, and Curry did the same thing by taking a pay cut to bring in Durant. But I mean, what if they all just played for $1? I mean, should that be allowed? I mean, it makes it really hard on the rest of the league if the best people are just combining, but they've always done it way back to the Boston Celtics days. So don't give the current players crap, but at the same time, someone needs to be brave like Damian Lillard, man. I don't know. It's a tough one. See, me personally, I would just turn the bad team into a super team. Exactly. That's how you should be thinking, right? All right, let's check our story of the day right here. Your biggest opponent isn't the other guy. It's human nature. Yes, your biggest opponent is human nature. All right, human nature is going to tell you to be lazy. It's going to just tell you to like quit. It's going to tell you to put your head down. It's going to tell you that you suck. Human nature, I don't know why it does this. Because we know why, like, again, when our head is pressed underwater, why we flail our arms. That's human nature. That's our fight reflex, right? That's a good part of human nature. We know why we like congregate toward human beings because like that's human nature where we like need each other. That's a good part of human nature. But why does human nature want us to be lazy, right? And that might be because like we seek out the easiest route. Whereas, like, you know, instead of going up the mountain, we'll go down to the valley to where the tree is that has food, rather than go up to the mountain where, like, there's a whole bunch of, like, harshness. Right? We seek out the easiest route. So we have a little too much of that. Try to ditch that part of your human nature, and don't allow human nature to beat you. Again, if you kind of just give into human nature, you're basically basic. You don't want to be just an ordinary person who just gives into human nature. So stop it. Stop it. That is your biggest thing that you have to overcome is just human nature, man. You're going to feel like it's like the most normal thing in the world to do something. Don't do it. Our quote of the day is learn from yesterday. Not literally yesterday, but like the perpetual yesterday. Like always learn from the previous day, not just yesterday. Don't be like, well, what did we do yesterday? I will think about that day forever, that particular day. No, learn from the perpetual entity known as yesterday. All right. Always just like, you know, because like, yeah, you can learn from all your past, and as you should. But I think what this is really getting at is a reflection mentality. So you're constantly thinking about the day prior, so that you don't just let it slide. All right. If today's Monday, if you wait till Tuesday to start reflecting, you're going to reflect on Monday, but you're not going to think about Sunday. You skipped it, and all that stuff that you learned Sunday won't be like ingrained in your mind and your heart, right? So I think every day is a great opportunity to learn from yesterday, like specifically yesterday. Think about everything that you did on the day before, or like maybe at the end of the night, think about everything like that you did that day. Reflect on it, and then as you go to sleep, start thinking about tomorrow. Right? Those need to be your two biggest priorities. And of course, the now, of course, but like yesterday, tomorrow. And yeah, you want to have big goals, and you want to not remember, you want to not forget where you came from many years ago. But the biggest things in your life need to be yesterday, tomorrow, and then it's the now. All right? And then priority-wise, then it's the rest of the stuff. So that's the quote of the day. Learn from yesterday. All right, that's my time. I'll see you guys at practice tonight or at workout tonight. All right, we have a whole bunch of stuff on our slate. I'm excited for it as always. So make sure that you guys show up. And I forgot the trivia question for the day. Oh my God. See, I'm screwing up here. All right, trivia question, just real quick. Good luck. It's going to be a random one. Trivia question is, who was LeBron James' teammate in the finals that made the biggest mistake ever? And LeBron was like, what did you do? When they lost to the Golden State Warriors. That's a very, very random question, but who was the teammate that made the huge mistake? And like the mistake was like dribbling out the clock instead of like shooting it after an offensive rebound. Who was that player? That is the trivia question. Anyone got it? Come on, it's the easiest trivia question ever. I just selected a random one right there. That was the moment that came up. Who was that player who... There you go. We got Connor Rush with the answer. All right, with our last second trivia question of the day. All right, good job, you guys. That is now officially my time. Connor Rush, you are now up to 6 points. I will talk to y'all later, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.